Have you ever imagined what it would feel like to witness some of the world's biggest stars? BTS's RM and Taeyong, Park Seojoon, and BLACKPINK's Jisoo, Rosé and Lisa, all in one room, interacting freely, laughing and sharing unforgettable moments? Well, that's exactly what happened at Paradise Art Night Seoul 2025. But here's the real question. What happens when music, acting, and art collide in the same space? What stories unfold when legends meet legends? Before we dive into this emotional night of surprises, laughter, and unforgettable interactions, let me invite you. If you love exclusive BTS and BLACKPINK stories, if you enjoy hearing about moments the world can't stop talking about, then make sure you subscribe right now and join our community. Together, we relive these once-in-a-lifetime memories. Purple Heart. The atmosphere of Paradise Art Night Seoul was glowing that evening. Paradise Art Night wasn't just an event. It was a cultural masterpiece. The venue was filled with creativity, elegance, and the kind of electricity that only comes when artists and stars gather not as performers on stage, but as people, as friends. Fans outside the venue waited with anticipation, their voices echoing through the night. Inside, the atmosphere was a mix of class and excitement. It wasn't just a red carpet moment. It was an entire world where music, fashion, film, and art all blended together. And then, the stars began to arrive. Chapter 2: RM's entrance. When RM walked in, heads turned instantly. Tall, charismatic, and thoughtful as always, Namjoon carried the aura of an artist and a leader. He wasn't just there as BTS's RM. He was there as someone deeply connected to art, poetry, and culture. You could see it in the way he looked around, appreciating the pieces on display, nodding with curiosity, as if absorbing every detail. Namjoon has always been known for his love of museums and galleries, and Paradise Art Night seemed like a place made for him. But little did anyone know, this night wasn't just about art. It was about the connections that would unfold. Taehyung and Seojoon arrive. And then came Taehyung, with his timeless charm, dressed elegantly. He walked in with that calm confidence that makes every room pause. Standing beside him was none other than Park Seojoon, Taehyung's close friend and a global actor in his own right. The two entered together, and it was clear from the very beginning. This night wasn't just about celebrities attending an event. It was about bonds, laughter, and unforgettable memories being made. Fans who caught a glimpse described it best. It felt like seeing a family reunion. BLACKPINK's stunning arrival. And then the energy shifted again. The doors opened, and BLACKPINK's Jisoo, Rosé, and Lisa entered, one after another, stunning the crowd with their elegance and confidence. Jisoo, with her graceful presence. Rosé, glowing with warmth and charm. And Lisa, radiant as ever, with her vibrant energy lighting up the room. It was almost unreal. BTS, BLACKPINK, Park Seojoon, all gathered together, not on stage, not performing, but simply sharing space as equals, as friends, as people. The first interaction. The first moment that caught everyone's attention was a simple one. Taehyung and Lisa exchanging smiles. Jisoo laughing at something Seojoon said. RM leaning in to share a thoughtful comment with Rosé as she nodded, listening with genuine interest. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't forced. It was natural, human, beautiful. Fans who managed to capture clips described the vibe as pure magic. For years, armies and blinks had dreamed of seeing their favorites in the same room. But here it was, real, unscripted, unfolding right before their eyes. RM's quiet leadership. What stood out about Namjoon that night wasn't just his presence, but the way he carried himself. He wasn't dominating conversations. He wasn't trying to shine brighter than anyone else. Instead, he created space. He listened. He encouraged others to speak. When Rose shared her thoughts about one of the art pieces, RM nodded deeply, adding a quiet but thoughtful observation. When Lisa laughed, he smiled warmly, letting her energy fill the moment. It reminded everyone why Namjoon is called the leader of BTS. Not because he controls, but because he empowers. Taehyung and Seojoon's bond. Meanwhile, Taehyung and Seojoon were the heart of another highlight. The two shared inside jokes, laughed freely, and carried that effortless chemistry that comes only from years of friendship. At one point, Jisoo joined their conversation, and the three of them burst into laughter, leaving fans wondering, what could have been so funny? But that's the magic of it. These weren't idols under a spotlight. These were friends being themselves. BLACKPINK's Radiance. For the BLACKPINK members, the night was equally meaningful. Rose shared moments of deep conversation, especially with Namjoon, about music and the inspiration behind art. Jisoo carried herself with her usual elegance, moving gracefully from one group to another, greeting warmly. And Lisa, she was the life of the room, playful, bright, making everyone feel lighter just by being there. Together, the three painted a picture of unity and grace. The unexpected twist. And then, something unexpected happened. There was a moment when Taehyung, RM, Rose, and Lisa all found themselves around the same artwork. They began talking, first casually, then more deeply. It wasn't about fame. It wasn't about performance. It was about expression, about what art meant to them personally. And in that circle, for a brief moment, fans described it as a meeting of worlds. BTS and BLACKPINK, two of the most powerful forces in music, standing side by side, not competing, not performing, but connecting. Fans' emotional reactions. Side fans were buzzing. Clips began circulating online almost immediately. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Everywhere people were sharing screenshots, snippets, and emotional reactions. One fan wrote, "It feels unreal to see Taehyung and Lisa together in one frame." Another said, "RM and Rose talking about art. My heart can't handle this." And countless others celebrated the unity of two fandoms that have often been portrayed as rivals, showing that at the core, the artists themselves are simply people who admire and respect each other. The bigger meaning. When you step back and look at the night as a whole, it wasn't just about interactions. It was about breaking boundaries. For years, fans have seen idols through carefully crafted performances and limited interactions. But this night, Paradise Art Night Seoul, showed something else. Showed humanity. Showed artistry. It showed friendships that go beyond the stage. It was a reminder that at the end of the day, these stars aren't just global icons. They're humans who laugh, who admire beauty, who share simple conversations with each other. Motivational closing. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all. Because when we see RM quietly encouraging others, when we see Taehyung sharing laughter with Seojoon, when we see BLACKPINK shining not as performers but as people, it teaches us something. It reminds us that no matter how big our dreams are, no matter how high the stage may seem, we're all connected by the same simple things. Laughter, curiosity, and the love of expression. So here's my question to you. If RM, Taehyung, Seojoon, Jisoo, Rose, and Lisa can stand side by side, bridging worlds and breaking barriers, then what's stopping us from doing the same in our own lives? Maybe your dream feels too far away. Maybe your journey feels too heavy. But remember, even the brightest stars are just people who kept walking their path. So let tonight's story inspire you to laugh more, to dream bigger, to connect deeper, and to always believe that your moment, just like theirs, is coming. If this night touched your heart the way it touched millions of fans worldwide, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts below. What was your favorite interaction? Which moment made you smile the most? Because together we keep these memories alive. And trust me, this is just the beginning of many more unforgettable stories. Purple Heart. Purple Heart.